Seated. So we'll start with just our legs bent and find that nice tall spine and do a little shifting so you really find those sits bones. And then take a sweep of your fingertips and lift up tall. Find the full length through your spine. On your exhale, lift your toes, wrap your hands around, grab your opposite shins or grab your opposite forearms. Drop your chin to your chest. Really let your spine just go. Now pull away from your legs. You feel like your shoulder blades are trying to touch the wall behind you. And let your forehead get heavy. Then pull against those shins and lift up tall. And exhale, round back. Soften the chin. Pull even further away. And inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Pull away. And inhale, lift. One more time. Exhale, pull away, round. Really let your chin and forehead get heavy, but let your shoulders just go, ah. Now gently drop your left ear to your left shoulder. At the same time, feel like your right shoulder blade is pulling down and away. Start opening up that neck space. Now release your chin to center. Roll your right ear to your right shoulder and shrug that left shoulder down and away. Don't forget that breath, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Pull against your legs, lift your ribcage tall. Release your arms and plant your feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands right behind your, right underneath your shoulders. Do a shoulder roll down and back. Open your chest a little bit, then press up your feet, press up your hands, and just lift your hips into tabletop. So we just start to get some movement through the front of the hips. We breathe in. Exhale, we tap the tailbone down. And then again, press off your feet, lift your hips, shoulders back. If you need to turn your wrist a little bit, that's fine to do here. Tap your tailbone down. One more time, strong feet, exhale, press, lift those hips up, shoulders away, long neck, and bring your tailbone down. Here we'll take both fingertips to the sky, reach up. Bring your left hand behind, right elbow across. Turn and look over that left shoulder with a nice rotation. Then inhale, come up tall. Exhale, rotate to your right. Left elbow comes across. Make sure you're still lifting out of your ribcage, lengthening through your neck. And inhale, back up tall. Here we wrap our hands back around, grab those opposite shins again. Pull against your shins, lift up tall, inhale. Exhale, round your spine back, drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift up tall, pull, plant your feet, plant your palms. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, lower your tailbone. Exhale, lift a tall reach. Inhale, rotate to your right. Look over that right shoulder. Give it a firm press with your left elbow. Inhale, back to your center. Exhale, rotate to your left. Right elbow across. Inhale, lift. Here we are going to kind of tuck our feet under. Bring those long arms forward. Lift your hips and cross your ankles. Hands are to the front of your mat, spine is long. Tuck your toes. Press off those palms, send some weight back to your heels to open the arches. Let your forehead reach toward the floor. Really feel those arches, breathe a little bit. Then keep those palms out front. Keep your toes tucked. Press off your palms, lift your knees. So keep them bent here first. Reach your rib cage in toward your thighs. Now press off your toes, lift your hips, and then lower your heels toward the floor. Feel that nice extension through the back of the legs. The heels are reaching down, the chest is reaching through, fingertips are pressing. Bend your right knee, let your left heel get deeper, look under your left arm. Switch your heels, switch your gaze. Sink both heels again. Look forward, let your hands and toes make their way to the front of your mat. Settle your feet hip distance apart. Let your chest drop toward your thighs, arms fold in. Bring your hands to your shins, lengthen your spine flat back. Really try to lift your tailbone so you feel that extension through the back of the legs. And soften your knees. Bring your hands to your thighs, tuck your chin, round your spine all the way up. Shoulders pull away, we reach up tall. Find that full length inhale. Get that little. Okay. Shoulders release away from your ears. We're going to take our right fingertips, reach to the sky. Let your left arm drop behind your back. Push your right hip away. Open your right palm, look underneath. Inhale, lift up. Bring that right arm behind. Let that left arm reach over. Push the left hip away. Open the palm, look under. Inhale, come all the way up. Take those palms open. We're just going to swan dive toward our toes, and then inhale, lift. And swan dive down, and inhale, lift. One more time, swan dive, release, soften the knees, inhale, lift. Here, we're going to keep those palms turned in. Release the shoulders, bring your weight to your left foot, and step your right foot back. So we're starting in our triangle-shaped legs, but then we'll rotate that right toe open. Release your arms forward and back. Now feel like your feet are actively pushing away. And then we'll hinge forward to the left. Just stay right here for a moment, feeling those left fingertips reaching forward. Take that left hip bone, lift it up. Just start to feel that stretch. And then slowly let that left arm release down. Take that right arm to the sky. Turn and look to the right and try to nudge the right shoulder back. So you're stacking the shoulders. Still lifting out that left hip bone. Inhale. Now bend that left knee. Take that right hand in that right hip and rotate forward. Bring that right knee down to the floor and drop your toes. Take your left hand to the sky. Feel your right hip reaching forward. Press the top of the right foot down into the floor and stack your shoulders on this side. Start opening up through the front of that right hip. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand on the inside of your left foot. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Shift your hips back. Step your right foot out wider than your right hand. Now take both toes and tip them out like 45 degrees, like you're in frog feet. Bring your hands to your thighs and start lowering your tailbone as you lift your chest. Then bring your elbows down if you can, kind of to the inside of the knees. Push your knees out and see if you can lower your tailbone down. Now, if it gets too much for your hips, just do a little lift up out of your hips. Give it a breath, and then settle back down. Again, we inhale. And then we'll bring our fingertips to the floor. Lift the hips up. Heel toe your space back in. So hip distance apart on the feet. Let the arms fold. Head hang heavy. Inhale. Bring your hands to your shins, lengthen flat back. Soften your knees. Tone your belly space. Hands to your thighs. We round all the way up. Shoulders pull away. We reach to the sky. Left arm drops behind. Right arm reaches over. Push your right hip away. Look under. Sweep all the way to your right. Let that right arm release. Left arm comes up and over. Look under. Inhale, reach it tall. Open those palms. Here's that swan dive. Release it down. And then fill it up. Exhale, release. Inhale, fill. One more, release it down and fill it up. Nice, turn those palms in, biceps to ears, release your shoulders, make your right foot strong. Step your left foot back. So start with that triangle and then take those left toes and rotate them out. Release your arms forward and back. Shoulders release. Keeping that right leg straight. Lift the hip, hinge straight forward. Reach your fingertips even further. Lift that right hip bone. So just start to get into that space. Then slowly let that right hand start dropping down. Take your left arm to the sky. Feel free to use a block here on the right or place your hand on your shin. Now see if you can nudge that left shoulder up and back. Stacking it over your right, looking up at your left. Continue to reach down on your right, lift out of your right hip. Hold in here. Then bend that right knee, let that left shoulder and left hip rotate forward. Bring that left knee to the floor. Left hip reaching forward, top of your toe tucking under. Right arm then reaches to the sky. Send your left hip forward, reach through your right fingertips. Really press firmly through the top of your left foot. Feel that in the front of the hip. Now try to take that right shoulder, stack it directly over your left. Hold, inhale, and exhale. As you bring that right hand down, tuck your left toe. Your right hand's on the inside of your right ankle. Lift your left knee. Shift your hips back. Step your left foot out wide. Heel toe your space, whatever space you need. Toes up further than your heels. Bring your hands to your thighs. Keep your spine long as you lower your tailbone, lift your chest. Maybe you bring your hands to your heart. Continue to deepen your tailbone. Maybe your elbows push those knees out. Working towards flat feet with lifted rib cage, open hips. Again, feel free to press up and take a breath and then settle back down. Maybe do a little shifting side to side here. Hello, hips. Breathe, inhale. Bring your fingertips to the floor and lift your hips. Should feel good. Heel toe your feet in. Plant your palms, walk your toes back. Find your plank pose. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, lengthen through the back of your neck. Take your right toe and lift it to hip height. Bring your right knee to your chest, tucking into your belly. Exhale, push it away. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Can you touch that elbow? Come close. Push it away. This time you'll send that right heel to the sky. Let your left heel reach down as your chest reaches through, three-legged dog. Inhale, come forward. Bring that right toe down. Knees or toes, elbows to ribs, hips soften, shoulders back. Maybe start with forearms out front. Lift out of the top of your head. Do that shoulder roll away. Again, you're welcome to lift those elbows up if that works nicely for you. Inhale, we'll lower the rib cage down and move our hands to our wide lizard hands. So we're intented fingertips with knuckles bent. Shoulders pull away. Lift your rib cage up. Now take your right shoulder, give it a big shrug back. Reach your left shoulder down and across, but try to keep that right shoulder up. So digging into the front of the shoulder. Inhale. Now take that left shoulder, lift, pull it back. Bring your right shoulder down and across. Look to your left. Really reach that shoulder across. Then your right shoulder lifts. The rib cage lowers down and the hands move in. Shoulders pull away. Tone your belly space. Maybe knees, maybe toes. We push. We press through to our down dog. Active lift of the tailbone. Press off those finger pads. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, come forward to your plank. Tone your belly space. Left toe hip height. Knee to your chest, toning your belly in. Exhale, push away. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. We open those hips, they should be able to get there. Bring that left toe back, push it up to the sky. Sink that right heel down. Look back at your right foot. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Choose knees or toes, elbows in, hips soften. Maybe you're ready for an up dog or a deeper cobra. Top of the head reaches, shoulders away. Hips dropping down, tops of the feet pressing. Inhale, we lower. Again, we move those tented fingertips out wide. Make sure they're at chest height or a little below, not up above your shoulders. Do that shoulder roll back, lift the chest. Nudge that left shoulder up and back. Pull that right shoulder across, look to your left. Reach that right shoulder up high, nudge that left shoulder across. Look to your right. Left shoulder lifts, rib cage lowers, hands move in, shoulders back, knees or toes, strong core, we push. Soften the knees, sit back into your child's pose. Let your hips settle deep, let your forehead come to rest. Hands can be out front, under the forehead, or reaching behind. Take a nice long inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, we inhale. Exhale, let it go. Reach your fingertips forward. Exhale, shift your shoulders, tuck your toes up and through, down dog. Feel those heels deepen down. Extra push on index finger and thumb. Help push that chest through. Look forward, hands and toes, front of your mat. Knees, hip distance, chest folds, we inhale. Hands to your shins, we lengthen flat back. Knees soften, belly tones, either hands to thighs or let them drop. Roll up, shoulders away, inhale, we fill. Right arm reaches up and over, push the right hip away, look under. Sweep all the way across, drop that right arm, reach the left arm up and over. Inhale, lift up top. Exhale, swan dive, release. Fill it up. Bring your weight to your left foot. Take a bigger step back on your right so you really feel like you're reaching that right heel. Then rotate those right toes open. Keep that left hip bone lifted up. Release your arms. Hands straight forward, reaching your left fingertips out as far as you can. Then lower the left, reach the right arm up. Keep lifting that left hip. Try to stack those shoulders. You might have to nudge the right one back a little bit. Hold, inhale. And exhale. Bend your left knee. Take your right shoulder, right foot, rotate forward. Maybe this time you keep that knee lifted on the right as you reach the left arm up, look up. Hold, inhale. And exhale. Here, that left hand is going to come onto your left thigh. Your right arm is going to reach out front. So bring your weight to your left foot, drag your right toes in. Now lift that right heel to the back. Take your left arm out to match your right when you can. Hinge straight out. Try to lengthen. Push your right heel away. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Bring your right foot into your tree pose. Hands to your heart or make some branches. Square your hips and shoulders. Maybe move your gaze gently up. Hold. Find your breath, create stillness. Release your fingertips to the sky, step your right foot down. Let your arms drop. Chin to your chest. Ragdoll all the way down. Let your head hang toward your toes. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Lots of bend in the knees as the fingertips find the floor. We walk our toes back. We find that strong plank again, shoulders away, tone belly space. Right toe to hip height. Right knee to chest. Push away. Right knee, right elbow. Push away. Right foot to the sky, left heel sinks down, three-legged dog. Inhale out to your plank. Knees or toes, elbows, hips, shoulders, up dog, cobra, sphinx, your choice. Inhale there. Exhale, we lower. Hands move out wide. Shoulders back, press. Right shoulder lift, left shoulder reach across. Each time a little deeper, opening more space. Left shoulder up, right shoulder across. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, rib cage lowers, hands move in, knees or toes, brace your core. Exhale, we press. Inhale, down dog. Look forward, hands and toes, front of your mat. Feet hip distance, chest to thighs, we fold. Don't forget to engage those inner thighs, lengthen flat back. Knees soften, hands to thighs or let them hang out. Tone your belly, round up. Shoulders away, inhale, we fill. Left side tall, right side release, look under. Inhale, we sweep, right side up and over, left arm behind, look under. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Open the palms, swan duck, release. Fill it up. Turn those biceps in, release your shoulders, weight to your right foot. Step your left foot back, try to make it that full extension. Then rotate those left toes open. Release your arms. Hinge off right hip crease, reach out as far as you can. Then lower the right hand down, left arm up. Work towards stacking your shoulders and deepening into your right. Lift that right hip up and back. One more inhale. Left hip, left shoulder, rotate forward as you bend right knee. Maybe you bring that left knee down, maybe you keep it lifted. Right arm then reaches to the sky. Look up, stack shoulders and hips. Stack shoulders, sorry, you're not stacking hips here. Hold, inhale. Exhale, right arm comes to right thigh. Left arm reaches forward, so we have that long left side. We shift our weight further forward on our right, so our left big toe drags. And then we lengthen the spine, find your focus, lift that left heel up, flex, push it to the back wall. Right arm meets left arm out front. Try to lift out of your right hip. Warrior three pose. Hold, inhale, and exhale. Fingertips to the sky, left foot comes in for tree. Maybe you use the hand to help pull it into your inner thigh. Square your hips, stack shoulders and hips, find your focus. Maybe press palms or open branches, your choice. Maybe move your gaze to the sky. Hold, inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Reach your fingertips, step your left foot down, let your arms drop, chin to chest, ragdoll release. Head hanging heavy. Fingertips find the floor, toes walk back. From your plank, tone your belly space, shoulders wide. Left toe hip height, knee to chest, push back. Left knee, left elbow, push back. Left heel to the sky, release that right heel toward the floor. Three-legged dog. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Knees or toes, elbows in, hips soften, shoulders back, up dog, cobra, whatever you like. Inhale, we lower. One more time, those hands come out into lizard. Shoulders pull away, chest lifts. Right shoulder lifts, left shoulder digs across. Both shoulders lift. Left shoulder higher, right shoulder across. Both shoulders lift. Rib cage lowers, hands move to the ribs, knees or toes, strong center, push. And soften child's pose. Hips release, knees are wide, forehead heavy. Long inhale. Soft exhale. Again, breath inhale and exhale. We round the spine up, pull the shoulders away. We'll bring those knees around. Have most of your mat behind. Here we'll bring our hands behind the knees. Lift your carriage top. Shoulders pull back. Now here we're going to hinge our torso back and just let those toes float out into boat. Try to get those shins parallel. Now squeeze your inner knees. Lift your rib cage. Maybe your palms come out. Inhale, take your arms out wide. Now look at your right palm and reach it back as your left elbow comes forward. Inhale back to center. Look at your left. Rotate left shoulder back, right elbow forward. Inhale, center. Bring hands behind your knees. Pull your knees in. Drop your toes down. Breath, inhale. Exhale, toes float back into boat. Palms come open. Then we reach them out, lifting the chest. Look to your left, rotate right shoulder across. Inhale, center. Look to your right, rotate right shoulder across. Come to center. Hands behind your knees. Pull your knees in close. Lower your toes down. Let your chin drop. Let your spine round. Gently roll to your back. Release your shoulders, your neck. Grab onto your knees and draw some nice circles. And then go the other way. Then hug the knees in close. Drop the bottoms of your feet together. Palms up over the top of your head. Let those knees drop wide. Maybe do a little shifting out of your hips to create some space. And then settle down through the center. Really feel those outer knees reaching toward the floor. Exhale, bring both knees together. Walk your toes out. So feet are at least as wide as your mat, maybe a little more. Take your right knee and drop it to the right. So you're on your pinky toe side of your foot. Let your left knee drop to the inside of your right ankle. Keep your shoulders flat to the floor as you really feel that left knee reach across. Take your right ankle and place it on your left outer thigh and add that weight to that stretch. Now, if that's too much for that left outer hip, take that right foot back off. Shoulders still flat to the floor. Remove that right ankle off. Take that left knee, drop it out to your left. Then let that right knee follow, reaching to that left inner ankle. So you're in the big toe side of your right foot and the pinky toe side of your left ankle above the knee on that right thigh. If you like that deeper stretch, let that left knee drop over with it. Feel that outer hip stretch. Release the left foot. Bring the right knee back to center. Just windshield wiper a couple times through that lower back space. And then bring your knees in. Bring your arms to the sky. Let those outer shoulder tips get heavy. Let your legs get heavy into your hips. Maybe you stay with toes to the sky or move into happy baby or dead bug pose. Think of in there for a moment. So wherever that space works for you. Check with the back of your neck and make sure it's lengthened. Soften your jaw and your brow space. Long, slow inhale through your nose. Long, releasing exhale. Inhale, we'll bring our toes in. Lower your feet to the floor and lengthen your body out. Take a deep inhale, stretch. Then on your exhale, relax your shoulders, relax that stretch up your legs, and choose your Shavasana space. Maybe you stay there in corpse, bringing your arms out to the side with open palms, or hands to belly. Maybe you return to those butterfly legs or knee knot pose. Feel those shoulder tips reaching down and back so that they're open and flat, wide to the mats. Again, check that that neck space is long. And then soften your jaw. Release the space around your eyes. Long, slow inhale through your nose. Long, soft exhale out of the nose as well. Feeling your lungs release. Inhale, fill them up. Exhale, release them out. Then we'll start creating light movement between fingertips and toes, and ankles and wrists. Bring your feet back in, bent knees. Just rock a couple of times through your lower back space. Then bring your knees in one at a time. Hug them close to your chest. Really feel that tailbone lifting up away from the floor to release that low back space. Then either by rolling to the side and pressing up or rolling up to your center, we'll find our seats. Find those sits bones, release the shoulders. Feel those shoulder blades reach down and back into those back pockets. Take a nice long breath. Exhale it out. With your next inhale, bring your fingertips to touch. Exhale, move your hands to your heart space. And with a gentle bow forward, we say namaste. Thank you, everyone. So nice to have you with me again. Enjoy this day. It's lovely out here right now anyway.